Now, I looked at this quill. We were always taught that a quill has to sit like this. So this is what you do. You put the quill in the hand and you wait for it to find some stability. And once it's stable, you know that that's your nib. That's the nib. That's the nib there. So you would flip the quill over, turn it around, do an incision. Once you've done the incision, you can write. Okay, so let's save this one for a little bit, because that's actually a really nice one to demonstrate my own theory. So there we go. It's settled. We flip it. We turn it. We make an incision. Get the pith out. I've had these for about 10 years, so they've cured naturally. Once you've made the incision, you have two options. You can either put the knife in, push up, and it'll crack naturally. So I'll stay with it. It's okay. I'll manage this. You put the knife in, you push up, and you'll hear packs. I prefer to cut my quill first, because you know what? We have precision materials. We don't have big, fat, blunt quill knives, which you can get if you want. But an X-Acto blade, if you want a new one, if you want a clean, sharp X-Acto blade, you just go into the box. So by pushing down and out, we end up with a scooped cut, right? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make another scoop on the shoulders, and then I'm going to, let's see if we can get that. I'm going to pair that nib at the front there. I'm going to turn that into the nib, which means you are on the minor axis, which means you cannot make a big quill, because the minor axis is a really tight turn. Now, I'm a little bit crazy, so I see patterns in patterns, as Alice will tell you, which drives her crazy, because she'll be writing up, oh my gosh, Alice, listen. So my understanding of this ellipse started to filter through. So you cut down. No, great, that's great. So if we see here, so let me just come back, because it's quite, you can see how that quill, I've just cut that bit there. Now look at, there we go. Do you see that meniscus shape, that curved shape? Well, if you try to write with that, only those 2 points will touch the page. So the nib cannot be that wide. So you have to then pare that down more and more and more and more and more. I'm going to try and be nice to this quill, because I want to use it for a couple of things. All right, so we have that. We have a nice little nib there. And then I put the cut in. So I'm just going to put a little slit in. And then you cut down. Now, these Western calligraphy quills are very different to Arabic calligraphy quills. They're cut in a different way, where you have to press on the quill and then do the cut down. And what it does is it gives you a straight shape with a notch in the middle and a little lift on the end. So when you're doing the Torah script, you press the quill and the nib spreads open and gives the curve at the top as well as the bottom. It's really fascinating how different cultures use different tools.